You know, community engagement as a term was introduced by Ernest Boyer in 1997 in a speech he gave at a conference. And since then, that term has given us an identity for work that higher ed has done in a variety of ways for hundreds of years, ever since the first universities were created in this country. The Collaboratory is going to bring some structure and some clarity to what constitutes quality community engagement and give us the data to not only understand our impact on communities, but our contribution internally to the progress of teaching and learning for our students and the research productivity of our faculty. Having the Collaboratory will help bring some consistency and some understanding of both practice and of impact.
We see the Collaboratory as filling a need for the field in that we have definitions and lots of terminology. And for the most part, I would say that one's interpretation of what community engagement is lives along a continuum with how we think about the role of partners and all of that. As a field, we have questions I think we should be asking of ourselves as institutions with public missions as to what extent are we fulfilling those public missions? And when we say we're an engaged institution, what does that really look like? What does that mean? And how are we advancing that? And the Collaboratory provides us with the data points to do that.
A Collaboratory fills a very important need in the field. One of the things I think most campuses struggle with is being able to track and assess the data. And before you can really develop systems for tracking and assessment, and of course Collaboratory is going to help with that, you have to understand what's happening, and that's the very first step, and Collaboratory is an excellent introduction to that process.
I think the most exciting thing going forward with the Collaboratory is the opportunity to have a national and maybe ultimately an international database of aggregate data from hundreds or thousands of colleges and universities to be able to do the large-scale research we've never been able to do. We really need to be able to use this kind of evidence to help put higher education at the table for national problem-solving, national progress. That community engagement is a way to restore and renew the traditional role of higher education in the United States as a force for national progress and success, and opportunity and equity for all of our citizens and those who would study here with us.